I'm not gonna make this intro too long. I want y'all to get straight into the video. You feel me? But if you guys are looking for a community, all that, you feel me? You know exactly what it is. When it comes to networking and building a community in general. Where that start, or if you don't, then you should know it start with one person, bro. It start with two people. Start with three. Hey, if you're looking for a community, if you're looking to, find some people to help you out with learning how to dance, cause we trying to get some more dancers in there. You feel me? People that express themselves in different ways and shit like that. That being said, let's get straight to it. You feel me? I don't Discord and bio, but let's get straight to it. You feel me? Discord in the description. Screen capture. You feel me? And then I got some crazy shit
Trip
for y'all.
reports. And if
Fuck. I ain't even start this one. What the hell? Alright. I'm gonna put the original video in the description, all that. So y'all could just, if y'all feel like I'm talking too damn much, then y'all could go ahead immediately. Do whatever the fuck y'all want. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? This is my channel. Dead ass. That being said though, you feel me? We gonna get straight into it. Cause I was just editing this fucking video. What's good, everybody? What the fuck?
Since the previous
coming back, y'all hear me and shit.
LSD video,
I ain't even pressing it. This is short one today. We're gonna be watching this. You see, whatever. All right, but it's uploaded though. So I got what y'all just heard is the video y'all gonna get today. This video y'all gonna get tomorrow. So when y'all get this video, know that y'all a day behind when I'm making them. Just in perspective type shit. Alright, bet. Full screen. Let me make sure this is yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So we're gonna make this full screen. Make sure I can see all the way. Let me know if y'all fuck with these lights, bro. It's supposed to, you feel me, have a little, some people really need a little stimulus for their eyes. We could cut it down. You feel me? It don't gotta be crazy ass videos every 2 seconds. Maybe it could just be some lights. I don't know, gang. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But it's been 3 minutes and I still haven't started the video, so let's get to it.
did so well, I found another story that's just as terrifying. And as always, stories like this are sourced from Erowid.org, a website dedicated to drug harm reduction and drug trip reports. And if you're interested in reading stories like the one that you're about to hear, links to everything you need are in the description down below.
I'm gonna link it in the description. I'm gonna link his video in the description. And if I find a link in his video for what he just said, I'll probably put it in mine as well, so y'all can find that easier. But I'm gonna put his original video in the description, gang, if y'all want to see more of his shit, because this is his second vid, so y'all probably go watch the first one before I get to it, so y'all can already know what happened before I'm on it. But I'm still gonna watch it. You feel me? I don't care. So you might as well just wait till I watch it, bro. Might as well just wait. But you could check though, you feel me? If he got some fire content, then you'll let me know. Yo, he be making videos where people really on mushrooms and they could really explain. Let me know, gang. Let me know, bro.
Today's story comes from user Neural. It was posted March 9th, 2022.
And pardon me, cause now I gotta turn it to the headphones. I'm so glad I peeped before I just fucked up the video, gang, for like the whole video. This shit about to be like 30 minutes because it's a 15 minutes base video, gang. Yo, I would have been pissed. Alright. Hey, for all y'all that's here right now, bro, this what this type of shit is here for, bro. This room won't be forever. At some point, I'll be in my own crib and all that. So I really just enjoy this point in time where I'm really like Bro, enjoy your time in this earth, bro, because you never know where you'll be at. You know, I'm not promised tomorrow, but I'm happy to be here, type shit.
This story starts in my bedroom, a fairly cold, damp, and small space. It wasn't the best room, but it was mine, and I loved it. At the time, I had been having a hard couple of weeks with my mental health,
I gotta catch everything,
suffering
bro.
from some
I'm sorry,
damp and small space. It wasn't the best room, but it was mine, and I loved it. Today's story comes from user Neural. It was posted March 9th, 2022. This story starts in my bedroom, a fairly cold, damp, and small space. It wasn't the best room, but it was mine, and I loved it. At the time, I had been having a hard couple of weeks with my mental health, suffering from some fairly severe anxiety and stress issues. I have suffered with anxiety all of my grown life, but it gets more severe during times of high stress. At the time, work was very stressful. In addition, my country was under strict social restrictions due to COVID-19. All these factors combined to make a very bad situation for taking psychedelics. But at the time, I underestimated the power of LSD and did not respect it as I should have. I decided in the morning to take some LSD I bought online a few months ago, after a particularly difficult night. This was motivated by past positive experience I had.
I don't know how certain shit work. I don't know how LSD work. You feel me? Only time I ever came in contact was, you feel me, just seeing them type shit, like tabs and shit, like them, I don't even know what it is, bro. It's a sheet of drugs, bro. That shit don't make no sense, bro. It's a sheet of paper just filled with drugs. That's all that shit is, with hella pictures on it, gang. If I could show you, let me show you what type. I don't know if I could show this on YouTube, but fuck it. Fuck it, man. Tab sheet LSD images. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm talking about, like. Alright, hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me pull up the yeah. Feel me? So y'all probably seen these. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, even if I didn't show you this shit. Yeah, that's crazy. At some point in my life, I was really gonna take one of these and just fuck myself up, bro. That's crazy. Shout out YouTube, you feel me? I'm not trying to promote no bullshit. I'm really trying to, you know, put up awareness. Yo, don't do none of this shit, gang. Like, this shit is not funny. This shit is not fun. This shit is hell. This shit is hell. This shit is demons, gang. Cause essentially, like, aside from all the shit I'm talking about, this is like if you was to smoke every day of your life, but in like one day real quick, and now like the distortion that it does to you type shit. Like, bro, I've smoked since a minute. It's been a minute, bro. It's been at least 4 years. It's been 4 years, bro. It's been 4 years. It's been a minute. You feel me? What that shit does to you in 4 years, one of these little tabs might, yeah, bro. It might do that to you. It might do that to you right then and there. Like, that's a good reference point type shit to see, you feel me, how shit is in relevance. But yeah, my only contact with this LSD shit that he talking about in the video, hold on, I can't even, oh, okay, the video not even there right now, gang. Shit, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, gang. That being said, though, don't touch this shit. All I'm trying to say is, pretty much, bro, when I saw these shits, this shit look goofy to me. This shit look like I was getting scammed, because how the fuck I'm going to pay $15 for one little square? Because that's what you paying for. This little fucking square right here, nigga, that's 15 beans or some shit like that. If you get an ultra scam, bro, it might be 60, some shit like that, nigga. You never know, bro. You never know if you really get a scam. I mean, if you do your research, you know. That being said, though, this shit look like I'm eating paper, bro. That's the shit we used to do as kids. We used to eat paper as little kids, bro. Little pieces of paper and shit, just to see what happened. Bro, fuck out of here. I'm not touching that shit. I'm never touching that shit. Fuck LSD, fuck all them ass drugs. Yo, fuck everybody that think it's cool for me to do any of that shit. Fuck you, bro. Your brain different. Your brain cooked. And it's gonna cook me if I was ever to, be around. If I was ever to be around, it's gonna cook me. So I'm gonna stay away. Gang. Get back to this video though. It's been 10 minutes. We like 2 minutes into the big game. I'm not even gonna lie. We 1 minute in. We 1 minute into the video. But this video 10 minutes long though. And the original video 15 minutes long, gang. Might be an hour-long video. I don't know, bro. We'll have to see.
With psychedelics, mostly psilocybin, which really challenged my worldview and helped me a lot with my longer-term mental health issues. I was aiming to get some clarity on causes for my anxieties and potentially to access some difficult truths that I was in denial about that I could use to improve my mental health. I took the tab, Unknown Strength, in the late morning, as I knew LSD takes a long time and wanted to be done around a reasonable time for...
He didn't know how strong that shit was. He just took that shit. That's some shit I do, you feel me? And that's some shit we did every time, because the second somebody tell you, yo, this, and the third, this what you're smoking. Your first time smoking or some shit like that. You don't know, gang. You don't know. They could really give you some grass that's covered in fent, bro, and your first time could be your last time and you wouldn't know. You feel me? Your mind would be elsewhere.
Sleeping. I stuck out my tongue and let it sit there for a while, then chewed it up and swallowed it. At the time, I didn't think much of it. I just watched some miscellaneous videos on my computer. 1 hour in, and I was starting to feel the effects. I felt a bit wobbly and strange, and the music I was listening to at the time started to feel really intense and almost take over my mind. At this point, I would describe the feeling as fairly positive. I put on some of my favorite music on my phone, went to lay down on my bed, and listened to it. I was alone in my room. I lived in a shared household at the time, and my plan was largely to keep to myself. I hadn't informed anyone that I was going to trip. 3 hours in, and I've been listening to music for a long time.
I'm gonna let this run for like 7 minutes, because it is 15 minutes, gang, but like, yo, anybody that watched this video and this came on your feed because you are about to take any type of psychedelic, you thinking about any of that shit, bro, one gang, let somebody know that could actually help you if some shit go wrong. You feel me? And if you can't, bro, that should be your sign. Like, bro, this is not your time, because you can't. You don't have the means. You don't have the capabilities to take that, because you can't tell nobody. If you start tripping on the people you with, bro, you're fucked. You feel me? They probably gonna tell off rip, but they're not gonna think you off LSD, that nut shit, that acid, bro. They gonna think you on meth. They gonna think you on crack, some shit that the street own. You feel me? They'll think you on fentanyl before they think you on LSD. Depending on where you at. If you in the suburbs, they might think you off coke or some shit first.
And had been really entranced by it. I was experiencing intense visuals which were very geometrical and consisted of thousands of intensely tessellating fractals. It was really very beautiful, but also incredibly intense. At this point, I felt inspired to go create some art, so I got out my sketch pad and pen and started jolting down endless geometric patterns, combined with many, many human eyes. I was just allowing my brain to take the wheel with the drawing, almost moving the pen on autopilot slowly. At some point, I went to the toilet as I'd been drinking a lot of water, and it was making its way through me. I remember feeling a bit anxious about this as I didn't want my housemates to notice me, and the bathroom felt very creepy to be in. I think I was stuck in the bathroom for about 15 minutes as I was struggling to function properly. I continued with the drawing for around a half an hour, and then I headed back to bed to listen to some relaxing music as I felt a little bit overwhelmed.
Hey, bro. don't judge. I'm not really listening to half the video because I'm really thinking about, like, I'm kind of listening at the same time thinking about other shit, like how this video looked like the Matrix, gang, and how I'm thinking about it has to be hella people that took LSD or some nut ass psychedelic and saw binary and shit, saw the Matrix around them and shit. You feel me? And not that it's real, but like, bro, when all of these people see bullshit, just see bullshit. I'm talking about on salvia, bro, on DMT, bro, on ayahuasca, all the crazy shit, the craziest and different types to consume those different shits, bro. There's too many people that have taken psychedelics, billions of years as well. So my thought when it comes to these psychedelics is like, bro, it's whatever you think type shit. The millions of thoughts that your brain has made up to this point, bro, that's exactly what you're gonna get. Or not exactly, because you couldn't know what the hell you added up a million times in your brain over these 20 years in your life, right? You don't know every damn thing in your head. But like, what you know is not what the DMT takes off of. It's all the unseen shit. It's the shit you forgot about. It's the shit you forgot you believe. You feel me? That's what it attack, or don't attack, but you feel me? That's what it kind of latch onto and make see shit for real. Cause think about it, bro. It's hella people that do go crazy off the LSD, but then again, bro, some part of you becomes completely some part of you just look, whether they start becoming irate or whatever, some part of them gets suppressed. Some part of them gets suppressed, bro. Because either the calm part of them gets suppressed and they start becoming irate, start wilding on everybody because they off the LSD, or the irate part of them completely gets suppressed and all they could do is sit there and just feel it because they don't got the willpower to you feel me, try to think about some other shit or think about why they feel this way. Like, certain people will really just sit there and take it all in. It might cry, might feel angry, might all that, but they can't fight it because that part of them got suppressed. I'm just talking shit, but I did tell y'all this was going to be like an hour-long video because I peeped how long it was, bro. It's 3 minutes in. I probably got 20 minutes already out this fucking video game. I'm going to check. I'm checking right now, and I'm going to let y'all know right now. It's been 18 minutes, but it's been 3 minutes, though. You feel me?
Whelmed. 4 hours in, and I don't remember much of what happened between the drawing and now. But I remember this very vividly. I sat on the corner of my bed, and suddenly, out of nowhere, I just knew that I was dead. I was suddenly 100% sure and convinced that I had died in my bed, and I now was experiencing some sort of afterlife.
Shut up, bro. Click off the video if you don't fuck with it. Fuck up, bro. Fuck. Look. I had that same experience, bro. One of my time. And I swear on everything, bro. These carts y'all be talking about on TikTok and shit, bro. Yeah, I know they fake, gang. You don't gotta tell me. I know they fake, but one, not all of them, but a fake one got into my hands, bro, and I ended up inhaling that bitch, and that shit made me feel like I was an alien for 2 days. For 2 days, bro. I swear to God, I woke up in the same weird ass feeling off 100% THC. Supposedly. This is just spreading awareness. This is not for nobody to have fun. That shit was not fun. Feeling like I was out of my body and I killed myself. I deadass felt like I was an alien probe that got put in me and killed me. That's exactly how the fuck I felt, bro, off that Za. One of them first few times, you feel me? I'm telling you, this like the psychedelic LSD shit, bro. If you not all the way there, bro, that shit'll take your whole mind away. That shit'll fuck you up, bro, completely, because you don't have the control you used to. The control you used to have is as if you took a different type of psychedelic, right? And now you in this world. And then you go ahead and take that other psychedelic, you in a different world, gang. Different fundamentals, different basics. Man, I know I'm not talking bullshit, so I'm gonna tell y'all to shut the fuck up every time y'all want me to shut up while I'm trying to react to the video. What we on here for? I got the original video in the description, gang. What we on here for? Y'all wanna look at the comments real quick? Look. That's amazing. Hey, back to it, bro. Get back to it. Get back to it, gang. I'm talking.
At this point,
I'm talking to y'all. Get back to the video.
I was still experiencing strong visuals, but they were almost in the background of my mind as a feeling of sheer panic set in. My perception of time slowed down to a sheer standstill, and I was completely overwhelmed by anxiety. I was shaking and sweating. I looked at myself in the mirror in my room, and I felt like I was looking at someone else. I knew logically that it was me, but it didn't feel like me. It was hard to explain. I felt completely disassociated from my body, and my physical form felt more like a curiosity. At this point, I was completely and utterly out of my depth. About 15 minutes in from now, I was just in a state of complete living nightmare. I went and sat in a spot of...
Hey, bro. I don't know where I was at, but like I said, bro, that shit fuck with you. That shit fuck with you, and y'all know it. Yeah. Or y'all don't know it. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Cause y'all think shit joke. Y'all think shit always sweet. LSD, shrooms, acid, DMT, ayahuasca. That's all the ones I know off the top of my head right now. All of that shit too much, man. Stop playing with it. Salvia, you know,
more like a...
Last one I'm gonna say for like 2 minutes, cause you know how I get. I really almost took salvia, cause I heard that they tripped the fuck out and was in a different world for 3 months. I deadass heard that shit and wanted to do it. So I know y'all be tripping. I know y'all be tripping on some other shit. On some exploring adventure shit. Gang, you gotta chill. You gotta chill before you go somewhere you don't, either you don't want to come back from, or you go somewhere you never wanted to go, bro. You might live in hell for 3 months off salvia, gang, cause you decided you thought that shit was fun, bro. It's a different thing to know that any bullshit could happen to you, and then you come into this loss of your mind and shit. But then you gotta realize, gang, you're completely okay with losing your mind. So you gotta get yourself checked. You're completely okay with losing your mind completely. For even if it's just for 10 minutes, cause that's how long them fucking salvia trips be taking. But it be feeling like 3 months. That's just... It be feeling like a whole life and some more shit. Like the weird lamp start being weird and shit. That's what that shit feel like, gang. So I really can't imagine why. I mean, I can though, cause this life is fucked up and people go through bullshit. That being said though, the acid not gonna help. The fucking DMT and salvia not gonna help, bro. People smoke weed and that's one thing, but all that other shit is like, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's really, yeah.
Curiosity. At this point, I was completely and utterly out of my depth. About 15 minutes in from now, I was just in a state of complete living nightmare. I went and sat in a spot of my room where the heating unit was, leaning against it and covering myself in a blanket. The physical sensation of heat was giving me a very faint kind of grounding, but I was still 100% convinced that I was not alive and that this was me forever.
That's the thing though. And I said 2 minutes. Bro, them drugs make you feel like you so damn smart while you on them. Them shits make you feel like you understand everything. While you the most confused you ever been. But you really understand your confusion. So it misleads you and make you feel like, nah, yeah, I was ready. That's why I took this, John. I was ready to understand how it affect me. No. Nah, bro. That shit is really fucking with brain cells. Like, imagine this little shit we looking at right now, this wormhole tube, whatever the fuck we looking at, is what he was seeing, right? But imagine, instead of being a dream or some shit, right? He looking at the inside of one of his nerves or some shit. Then what? This is what I'm talking about. There's too many people for that not to have happened, bro. At least one time in this world. There's too many people. There have been too many people over the amount of years. And psychedelics are a natural spawning thing. Like they spawn in nature. They grow in nature on their own. From shit. From bullshit. Literally. So people have been going through these trips for long as hell. And when they take these trips, where do they go? It's like, no.
Now, 5 hours and 30 minutes in. At this point, I had been sitting against the heater for around an hour. These times are vague estimates, as my perception of time was very warped and everything was incredibly slow. I was trying to calm myself down by watching random calming videos on YouTube and eating some snacks. However, I was still in a state of complete fear and panic. I can't even describe the feeling. It's completely incomparable to any level of fear I have ever experienced in my life. I did not fear death. I feared the infinity of potential suffering that could exist. I feared the feeling of experiencing this fear for an eternity and being completely unable to escape it. I couldn't even kill myself to end it, as I was already dead. My poor brain had just completely melted into a soup of one pure, raw emotion. Fear. My vision was completely tunneled. I was shaking. My legs were spasmed.
And the whole time, it's just him sitting there gassing it. It's just him sitting there gassing it because you know damn well he's on a sofa or on a bed, sitting somewhere. He's just wilding, bro. He's saying all this shit. We got 5 minutes of straight talking. Yo, my mind felt the craziest it's ever felt before, and everything felt like it was inverting on itself, gang. I don't even doubt it. I don't even bash it either, bro. But I wish people were more in tune with their dreams and shit like that, or shit that they want to really happen, right? But it take them to take LSD, then they start talking about LSD is hella deep. And what they saw on LSD is hella deep. And it's just them going deep on some shit. Just them finding some shit fucking entertaining. You feel me? Interactive and shit. That's what they fuck with. Instead of doing that shit with real life, they gonna do that shit with a drug that take them to a whole new universe, nigga. Fuck with their mind on different levels. I'm telling you, bro, if you ever thought about that shit, nigga, say no. Say no, get some help. You feel me? Get some help. Tell your boy that you've been thinking about doing bullshit. Tell him that you need help. You feel me? Cause at the end of the day, you're gonna put yourself in a mix just talking about how this plant affected your brain. Like every other thing in this world does. Like how this chair affects how you feel, right? When you sit down in it. How this monitor affects what you think when you look at what's on the screen and shit. But you gonna go highly in depth about this drug. LSD, acid, mind you, the shit that humans made, bro. Not even some natural shit where you could be like, damn, this is connected to nature and I'm seeing some shit nature is teaching me. I'm not even gonna go deeper. I could really go deeper, bro. I could really go deeper, dead ass, and I'm not tripping. I'm not just bullshitting, not just spewing on me. So, yo, it's 10 minutes, yo. This video probably 30 minutes.
As me. I would imagine my heart rate was high at this point, but I didn't check. I periodically checked myself in the mirror to check if my pupils were dilated and almost tried to convince myself that I was high, but I still could not shake the absolute certainty of the feeling that I was dead. In fact, at this point, I had the feeling that I had died 1,000 times over. And I'm not even sure what that means or where that could come from. 9 hours at this point had been stuck in a cycle of lying in bed, leaning against my heater, and occasionally using my computer to access some relaxing nature-based videos to try and soothe myself. I was urinating very frequently, as I had been drinking a very high amount of water, as I for some reason felt like it would help me. In hindsight, I may have been giving myself a mild form of hyponatremia, which have only added to my negative experience.
What I don't understand is how he's tripping hard as hell, but blinking in and out of his reality and using the bathroom and shit, and turning on the TV and shit every now and then. Like, he really do just sound like he smacked. Not that he just smoked some LSD. I mean, fucking ate some LSD. Feel me that? Mind you, I think half these stories be fake, especially on Reddit. I think this joint came from Reddit, but it is what it is. We 30 minutes into the video now, and I'm not gonna scrap it. I'm posting this shit. I'm posting this shit for awareness, you feel me, for everybody that think that they should when they really shouldn't, because it's really just gonna take you down a path of being very articulate about one thing.
Every time I went to the toilet, I was terrified. I found the room so scary as it was dark and dingy, and also it didn't feel private from my housemates. I had severe anxiety about my housemates finding out about everything when they came into my room and found my body. I think this situation of being alone and feeling worried about others finding out about the trip was a major cause for all of the anxiety I experienced during this trip. The visuals were largely over at this point, with just some residual minor disturbances in my vision. This, however, did not give me any mental relief. I still felt like I was dead and that I'd been sent to hell. This hell for me was experiencing this feeling of completely overwhelming anxiety forever. The anxiety fed anxiety about being anxious and formed a vicious cycle that I did not have the mental fortitude to break. 18 plus hours in, not much has changed over the 9 hours from the last paragraph. I felt completely overwhelmed by fear and was stuck in a constant loop of the bathroom, my bed, the heater, and trying to soothe myself with various online resources. At this point, I had not only had any human contact around 24 hours or more, and I felt completely insane. I did not feel like this experience would ever end. I researched the duration of LSD. I had
7 minutes in, bro. This shit is not the darkest trip story I've heard online, gang. At all, bro. I used to sit here and listen to these shits for real, like. And I'm just now remembering, bro. There was this one guy that took mushrooms, gang. Yeah, bro. Some shit happened to him.
done this beforehand too, and I was at least fairly responsible with research, and I saw that I was over the expected duration for the insane effects. In hindsight, I was no longer really tripping, except for some minor effects. Completely unable to sleep, my mind was running at 1,000 kilometers per hour, and only focused on these things. I was dead, I was insane, I was terrified. Time was passing incredibly slowly, and I was in a constant state of fight or flight. It was now the very early morning of the next day.
Nigga was not fighting
again.
He was just fighting. Nigga was flying all around his fucking apartment. What fight? What did... how do you fight, gang? How do you fucking fight LSD, bro? You tell me what he meant by that. Because I don't understand. I'm really tired of this video already, you feel me? Because I have explained all of this shit already and why it's happening. Because he's just tripping. That's why. That's why. Because he's just thinking so hard. It's like these drugs really set your mind at 1,000 words per minute per second. And y'all really think y'all could fucking keep up. That don't make no sense. Put them on the news side. 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 Put them on the news side.
Decided I completely could not face going into the bathroom, so I grabbed a blanket and rolled it up and left the house. It was raining outside, and I walked 2 kilometers to a park. Not the nearest park at all, just one I remembered from a few years back. I intended to sit down in the park with the blanket, but when I got there, I realized this made no sense. I climbed up a muddy slope into some trees in the park, nearly slipping many times as the ground was very wet, and urinated in the bushes. I stood there for maybe 15 or more minutes and then headed back home. It took me a while to get back home, and when I did, I went straight back to my bedroom. The experience of being outside was a bit nicer as the cold rain was a bit grounding, but at this point I felt so completely disconnected from my body that I felt I was playing third person in a video game. When back in my room, I started to get more worried about how I was feeling and started to think about my options. 20 plus hours has passed at this point, and I felt like I had 3 options. 1, jump out of my bedroom window and see what happened. It was high enough to kill me, but I was convinced that I was already dead, so I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. 2, go outside and call an ambulance. This was terrifying to me, though, as I was worried that I was alive and they would strap me down in a mental asylum, and I'd be trapped in this state of mind forever, as I would never have the opportunity to end my life, which was far more preferable than feeling like this until I died of old age.
What? Okay, so he really... Y'all be completely aware then. Y'all be completely aware, but half of you is like, nah, I'm Superman. Nah, I'm the one. Nah, I really died. Nah, I'm a ghost. This is why you don't take them type of shits, bro. This is why you don't indulge in that type of, you feel me? Because you can't handle that. You can't handle that. You feel me? It's the same reason why at my ripe age, I can't, I'm not about to go ahead and go get me a cougar right now because I can't handle that right now. You feel me? I know that. I know that. So you don't go ahead and take LSD knowing damn well that when it start making you think that both of your legs could handle the impact of the Empire State Building fall, and you gonna say, yeah, bro, that should have been your sign, but it wasn't though. It wasn't though, so it was never gonna be no sign. It was never gonna be no stopping you. Just a crybaby that want the whole world to see that you be tripping your ass off, bro. Tripping. And off acid, but just alone too, just on some shit like, we all trip. But you do this shit because that's the only way the world to see you as somebody, you feel me, within these, bro, within them percentages, within that data, there's certain people that want to be with everybody, bro. There's certain people that want to be included. And for some shit like this, gang, I'm not trying to be included with the rest of the population just because, you feel me, I could understand that I'm tripping the fuck out. But then again, I can't put that boundary up to tell myself I'm not Superman, I'm not dead, I did just take shrooms, so me feeling like this makes sense, right? If I don't think that I could do all that, no, I'm not taking LSD. Now, when I was younger, of course, that's how it be. We be younger and we be trying to take dumbass shit. We be trying to feel dumbass shit and don't know it's dumbass shit. That's you feel me? We just don't know. We be doing dumb shit, don't know it's dumb shit from our perspective. And that's how it is. That's how people end up in these positions, bro. He went outside off LSD. You must not know what happened outside, bro. Everything happens outside, gang. When you in your house, you outside. Everything happens outside.
And then 3, ask my friends or parents for help. I knew at this point I was not in a mental place strong enough to do anything on my own. I had some points where I felt a little bit more connected with reality and some less. Pervasive thought through this whole experience was pure consuming terror. 30 minutes had passed and I decided to not jump out of my window, as something very primal inside of me, I guess my survival instinct, was against this, even though it felt logical at the time to do it. I then decided to throw out all of my illegal substances and go outside and call an ambulance. However, when I went outside to call the ambulance, the fear of being imprisoned in an insane asylum forever was too overwhelming, and after thinking about it for half an hour...
If y'all don't notice, OP is a bitch. Shout out to OP though, you feel me? He's still, shout out for being human, shout out for being, you feel me, here, all that. OP is a bitch though. OP is, you feel me? Been there, feel me? Been there. If y'all can't admit it, nigga, I can. I've been there. But OP's a bitch, bro. And OP's stupid. In the lightest way I could use both terms, right? But look at it though. He couldn't tell nobody about him trying this shit out. I don't even want to go that deep, but certain shit like this is supposed to be like a learning experience where you find out shit about yourself that you didn't know before. And what he found out, bro, that he's genuinely scared of everything. Gang, he's scared of confrontation. He's scared of telling somebody that he's tripping. He's scared of, you feel me? He's scared of the cops seeing him trip like he's the only one in existence. And that's not from the LSD gang. That's literally from him. That's from him having these ideas already in his head. He already don't talk to anybody, you feel me, about shit that he do on his own most of the time. You could tell. He's a loner. And it's okay to be a loner, not when it's some shit you supposed to not do alone. You know? Literally. You're not supposed to go ahead and climb mountains alone with no safety. Nobody there to sit here and help you out. And with the cops and shit, bro, it's like a lot of people, bro. I've never been arrested, gang. So I probably feel some way my first time getting arrested. But a lot of people cannot take that shit. A lot of people cannot take that shit. So imagine your first time getting arrested. It's on drugs. And all you ever seen is movies where cops is guns a-blazing and shit. That's all you ever seen. This is why y'all gotta get out more, nigga, and start looking at real life and shit to see, you feel me, life is different than the movies and shit. You feel me? It's not, they're not gonna kill you for being on LSD. And they're not gonna put you in an insane asylum for taking drugs one time real quick. You're not even on the craziest John, bro.
I returned to my bedroom. 21 hours and 30 minutes. At this point, after thinking some more, I decided that I need to speak to my housemate. I went out and found him and explained what was happening. At that time, I had a very strong feeling that he did not really exist, and this was just a figment of my imagination. But I figured there was no harm in speaking to him. He was helpful and comforted me.
I've never done LSD in my life, Gabe. Never in my life. And everything he said in this video is something that almost all of us feel at some point in our life. Even the shit he did feel off LSD. Go to sleep. Go to sleep go to sleep every night this year and you'll have a dream that's crazy as fuck, just like how his shit was off LSD. Be taking this shit too serious. Y'all be taking this drug shit too serious. This is why, like, bro, awareness for everything, but this is why crackheads be crackheads. You feel me? This is why drug dealers be drug dealers, because there's crackheads out there to be drug dealt to. And when the crackhead just want to feel some, come on now. Come on now, gang. Come on now, gang. And then you got, like, come on. This LSD, but let's really talk about it. There's deeper shit on the streets. Harder drugs, drugs we don't hear about normally. Prescribed shit that people be addicted on. And they do the same shit. It just fuck with your perception, gang. It just... And that shit don't got nothing to do with the drug, for real. The drug just the vehicle, gang. You are the rider. You are the one that make that shit go where it go. Cause if you was locked in and you was taking antidepressants, bro, either you would tell yourself you don't need them shits and lock the fuck in on that, or you would take them and still be locked in. It's just what you want. It's just what you want. We can't sit here and lie like everybody or most people is sitting here genuinely doing everything they can. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Hell no. I will never. Cause if that was the case, this world would be different. Everybody not sitting here trying their hardest. A lot of people just bitching.
Me, but did not really know how to handle the situation. We watched some stuff on TV, but I had trouble concentrating due to my mind being consumed by anxiety. I repeatedly asked my housemate to reassure me that he was real, and he did. He reassured me that I would be fine, but I still assumed that this is just the version of him that existed in my own personal hell that only existed to trick me. I was feeling slightly more relaxed, having some human contact, but still a solid 9 out of 10 on the scale of fear. A solid 24 hours had passed, and after sitting with my housemate for a few hours, I realized that this was not going to cut it. He tried to convince me to go to the hospital, but I was strongly against it due to the aforementioned fears.
Just fear, you feel me? This is fear, this is not accepting what you did, you feel me, which is just take a little drug. Like, this nigga's genuinely pissed that he took this drug. He's pissed at himself about it. He's scared. He think his roommate fake and shit. Look, I be thinking people fake as well. I be thinking people robots. I be thinking I'm in my own world and shit sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But when it come to you got somebody there helping you, you don't think they real, and now this not helping, bro, that's you. That's when pardon me, that's when the crackhead need more crack, bro. That's cause you needed some more dopamine in your head, bro. If you felt better, you would have sat there and took that. Which is sad. It's very sad, bro. It's very sad, because if they felt better, bro, they would, like, if they just took that shit to the chin, they would have felt better. And this just me on my channel talking shit, because what I know about LSD and acid, I don't know shit. Never took never nothing. Feel me? But that being said, we could all see this. We all looking at it just like I'm looking at it. Y'all all hearing it just like I'm hearing it. Y'all all got different perspectives, just like I got a different perspective. So y'all hearing a whole bunch of shit, and just like when y'all see ghosts and y'all think bullshit, when y'all see people tripping, y'all be thinking it's bullshit too. Like, not the fact that they're tripping. Obviously they're tripping the fuck out, but what they seeing, y'all be thinking it's straight bullshit too. Y'all not gonna cap like y'all don't think this is cap. Right? Right? This is cap. This is cap, bro. None of this shit. This is just dreams. This is daydreaming, gang. This is daydreaming. Stimulated daydreaming. This is a drug that activates the part of your brain that dreams, and you start dreaming during the day, and you just feel crazy because that's how you feel when you're on sleep. But that's what it do to you. It just make you restless as hell, take you directly to 3 days after where you didn't sleep nothing. That's exactly what it do to you. That's what I'm believing. That's what I'm gonna stick with. That's what y'all gonna stick with, because y'all understand. Yeah. Join the Discord in the description.
instead opted to call my parents. However, I had to get him to explain what happened on the phone, as I was sobbing too much and felt completely paralyzed and unable to speak. My parents were very concerned and agreed to come get me and take me home with them. 28 hours at this point, and I survived the journey home with my parents, who were mostly just worried about me at this point. I was finally starting to calm down as I was able to notice more that my trip was coming to an end and that this anxiety started to fade. I started to feel more normal. I eventually finally managed to sleep for a bit. I will end the time-based prompts here and talk a bit more about the aftermath. For a few days after this experience, I struggled getting to sleep at all. Any slight thought about the nature of reality would trigger these feelings of me being dead and everything not being real and part of my personal hell again. I felt very disassociated from my body for this period. I had little appetite and did not have that many bodily sensations in general. These were, I guess, the aftermath of an extremely long panic attacks and trauma experience. Over the course of the next few days, the recurrent panic attacks became less frequent and severe. At first, I had to sleep in the same bed as everyone else.
And mind you, at this point in the video, I'm also realizing, bro, this is awareness as well. OP just trying to let y'all know, yo, yeah, this how the fuck it treated me. It's gonna treat y'all the same way, if not worse, maybe better, some shit. But at the same time, it's gonna disorient you. He just spreading awareness and shit. I'm just saying, like, for y'all that's looking towards that shit, you will have a better experience doing some other shit. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll have a better experience skiing or some shit. Or spending those $15, those $20, those $30 to go get you a pizza with your friends. Or if you don't got no fucking friends, gang, and you like games, bro, get yourself something in the game before you go ahead and try to do some bullshit. You feel me? Don't do that shit. Because at the end of the day, people like to cope a lot. And after doing that type of shit and fucking their mind up, they'd rather say that they really found something out than to admit they should have never did that. You feel me? They should have never abused their brain like that. Which is what you're doing. You're abusing hella sensors in your brain to make you see bullshit because you wanted to. Always remember that shit. If you is somebody that decided to take some shit, I'm not telling you wanted to see the darkest side of the earth, but you wanted to try LSD and see how it felt, and you knew what the risk was. You knew what the risk was. We're not gonna cap. We can't. I'm gonna put the rest of this video on 1.25 game, because I feel like the narrator just doing a great job at stretching it out a little bit. That's all it is.
But after around 3 days, I started being able to sleep alone. For the first week or so afterwards, I had to have someone in the same building as me at all times or I would immediately have a panic attack. For the first 3 to 4 days, they had to be in the same room. Over the course of the next few weeks, I built up confidence being alone in a room and or building for longer periods of time, until I could spend large portions of the day alone. I went to the doctors and was prescribed medication to help me sleep and help with anxiety. I also started therapy for a couple of weeks. The trauma of this experience caused me to develop some agoraphobia. As I mentioned before, this started off being a matter of not being able to be alone in any capacity. After a few weeks, it was more just a case of struggling to go outside. After a month, I was able to go outside on my own for some period of time, but still struggled with public and busy places. Over the course of the next few months, I gained confidence with being able to live more independently. Over the course of the next year, I gradually conquered the agoraphobia and panic attacks. After around 6 months, I was capable of living independently and was able to move out. I still had a few lapses where I had to travel back to my parents for a few weeks, but these became less frequent and severe until they stopped occurring about a year after the initial experience. To this day, I still suffer with a very mild form of agoraphobia to do being with places that are very far away from home or civilization, but I am confident I will be able to conquer this too with time. This experience completely changed my life. It was traumatic and I will never wish it on anyone. I would urge everyone to respect the power of these drugs and make sure that they take them only in a safe place and a good place, and make sure they have a plan for if the trip goes south. In hindsight, I have gained some positive things from it. My capacity for handling traumatic experiences is much higher now, and it forced me to come clean to my parents about a lifelong mental health.
I'm gonna stop the video there, but like, I don't think that's bullshit, but I think that's bullshit. Cause you talking about having a plan for this shit. Cause you know how you respect it and all that, but you still taking it. Cause you wanna feel something. Not knowing shit about it. Bro. There's always gonna be those few people that do their research on everything that they involve themselves in. There's always gonna be those people. And there's always gonna be the 70-80% others that don't, bro, that don't give a fuck about no type of research, that have never read the terms and conditions on any document, that have never fucking read after school. Stop being able to read. Start becoming illiterate and shit. Feel embarrassed to read and shit, so they stop trying to do studies and research. That shit don't help you. That shit don't help you, gang. Get a book, you feel me? Get reading, and it's gonna help you. Simple. You talking about LSD and some more shit, taking LSD, but you don't even read books. You talking about LSD, you don't even got a job. LSD, you don't even got plans for life. But you got a plan after the LSD just in case it go wrong, with damn near zero intentions of making this something positive for yourself in your life. Like, I'm not going to attack people for not having the most healthiest options in their life, you feel me, doing the healthiest things for themselves. But when we talking about LSD, gang, it's a whole different book. And when you talking about you respect it, but you still trying to do it, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Nigga, respect that shit and don't do it. Respect that shit and stay the fuck away from it, because that's how you respect it. That's how you respect yourself. If you're trying to respect LSD and take it and you don't even respect yourself, think about it. If you don't got if you're not solidified in your life, but you're trying to take drugs and shit, think about it. Just think about it. Just think about how you gonna push yourself farther out from where you want to be. Just think about that shit, gang. That's what this video was for real. You feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and just start recording because I want to talk for me. Hell no, but hey man, if y'all fuck with the video, drop a sub, drop a like. No pity, Jones. No pity, no pity. If you came here and you still don't fuck with the video, you got this far into it, you still don't fuck with it. Hey man, that's you. That's you. I'm still winning though. That's 57 minutes you was watching. It's like, no, but not really though. Hey. Again, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna try to say that shit every video. If y'all are looking for a community, we know what type of world this is. We in America and shit, you feel me? If you're looking for a community where you don't gotta feel like, you feel me, it's people just waiting for you to just be, you know, mediocre and shit, waiting for you to just be a random, people just immediately looking at you as the next nobody. Feel me? Join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord. I look at everybody in there the same. Y'all people, bro. Y'all people. Y'all real people. People with entire lives. That's that, what's that shit called? That's that Sonder, bro. Y'all all got your own lives, and so do I and shit. So I respect it. I respect it, you feel me? If y'all know, you feel me? If y'all want to learn how to Jersey Club, how to Philly Club, all that, join the Discord, because we get down. You feel me? We get right. When we feel down, we like to dance and all that shit. You feel me? We create, post YouTube videos, bro, post TikToks, post all this shit. You feel me? Trying to create shit instead of staying in a box. Going forward. That's the type of shit we on. You feel me? Hey, this shit really did hit an hour. Not even, but I'm gonna end it before it hit an hour. So peace out, y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna see y'all niggas in the next one.